Hi everyone, I'm Daniela with Inspired Living and love your life. You know that it's your birthright to love your life? And that doesn't mean it's your birthright to have life be easy or extremely comfortable or wonderful. In fact, many of us don't do our growth when life feels easy, comfortable, or routine. In fact, that's when a lot of us start to, lose our zest, and it can happen so slowly that we don't notice it over time. So what I want to talk to you about, what I love sharing is, what does it actually mean to love your life? And why is that one of the most important questions you can ask yourself on a day-to-day basis? See, this question, do I love my life exactly as it is, you can even add that in, will show you where you are out of integrity with yourself or your soul or your heart or your mind or your actions, okay? Each of us is a being of three intelligent centers. We have a head center that at its highest and best is clear, is kind, is a friendly environment, not hostile. We have access to a warm, open heart, of which the mind is the gatekeeper of, right? Our heart, our warm, open heart doesn't open or close. It is the mind that opens and closes, and either opens you to being able to access it, or it closes you off. It closes those doors, right? Ever have the thought like, oh, my elbows are weird. And then suddenly you don't feel connected to that loving sense of yourself because you had a complaint, okay? Now, so we've got our head center, we've got our warm, open heart center, and then we have our body center, this center of action. Sometimes we could source the body center right in our core, right in our belly by our solar plexus. Other times the whole body center is literally us engaged in action in our life. So loving our life means that our head center, our heart center, and our body center of action, or think of it as wisdom, love, and power, are all in alignment together. They're all working together. They're like three friends that are like, okay, we're stacked, we're congruent, it's go time in this scene of my life and in that scene of my life. You feel yourself, when you love your life, vital, enthused, at home in your body, clear, grounded, present. See, everybody has their own expressions of enthusiasm, joy, vitality. Yet, when one of those is missing, or we're on in wisdom but not connected to love, or we're all the love and feels and missing something in our intelligence, or we're missing our intuition, we get stopped and we won't be able to act, or we act from a place of a misalignment. So loving your life, do I love my life, is a question I invite you to marry yourself to wed yourself to. Like, there's no more important question, because the answer, the response you hear, determines everything. All right? So if you hear, do I love my life? Yes, but. You want to let the but, or the yes and, rise up to show you, what do you not love about that? What's going on in your life that you don't love? There's wisdom there. Our complaints either show us something to drop. It's like, okay, do I need to hold on to that? Not really. Or is there something to end complete or complete? That could be. Or is there some shift of action that you have autonomy, sovereignty, and it might take some courage to live? It is entirely possible, and you're right, to love your life, including what's happening, including what's challenging, including what's hard, including what has felt like it's knocked you out of your inner heaven, right? Including what knocks you out of inner harmony. We are here in Earth School. We did not come here to experience ourselves as perfect out of the gates. We're here to remember our perfection. We're here to remember our wholeness. That's what healing is. Healing's for everybody. And healing is part of the journey of loving your life. See, over the course of our lives, we experience wounds. Wounds to the soul, to the piece of our entire soul that animates our whole being here in the material plane. We are here to experience these, and we develop then some very serious survival strategies, right? Strong, I'm going to turn off emotion, or I'm going to be a people pleaser to help you along the way because I want to be accepted and welcomed and liked and appreciated. So we develop so innocently all kinds of strategies so that we can survive and belong and be accepted. Over time, these strategies are kind of like a homeopathic remedy, where if you no longer need that remedy, it's going to create more of the symptoms you were taking the homeopathic remedy in for the first place, right? So we are here to navigate and heal from feeling abandoned, feeling betrayed, feeling injustice, humiliation, rejection. Those are the soul wounds. We receive them in our life and we give them, okay? No, known to us and unbeknownst to us. We're like handing them out like cards, and we don't even know until we do. So part of our coming into loving our life is reconciling those inner wounds that we experience through conditioning, through messages, through experiences, by healing that inner dialogue that would say anything to you that says, you are less than, you don't belong, you're not good enough, you're not doing enough. So in order to land in, I love my life, we need to clear, as Rumi says so beautifully, we're not here to find love. We don't need to look for love. We don't need a book on love. We are love. What we are here to do is to remove the barriers that we have built up in ourselves that block out love, the experience of the sensations of love in our being, scene by scene in our lives. You see, your whole day is constructed on a variety of scenes back to back. Some scenes are mini scenes. Some scenes are like an hour long, but even I would assert even in an hour long scene, there's many scenes in that. So we're here to examine and notice, where is my barrier to love in this moment? How do you know a barrier is happening? It's when two things happen. The sensation of agitation can be your ally. All right. That's one of I do a whole course on agitation as your ally. Why? Because agitation shows you where you are likely about to get reactive. Reactivity is an instantaneous response. It's a barrier. So when we train ourselves, this is one of the tips on loving your life. You start to train yourself to recognize the sensations of agitation, and you pause. Pause saves lives. I mean, in every way imaginable. You pause, you train yourself to feel the sensations, to recognize, notice, catch earlier and earlier and earlier when they're even just a subtle flutter. Catch the agitation and pause. It's like we want that to be a bell and we drool, right? Pavlovian experiment. Agitation, pause. Ring a bell, drool for the cookie. You get my point. So this is one of the many, many practices that afford us incremental steps till we get closer and closer and closer to loving your life here on Earth School. Why does it matter that we love our life? Well, if our life is all kinds of out of order and in disarray in every domain or any domain of our life, we cannot be in full alignment with our soul. When something's off, it's like, I like this area, this area, this area, but that thing is messy, right? I haven't done my taxes in years, and I'm just using that as an example, okay? That's a thing where we're not in alignment, we're out of integrity with ourselves. And the more things in our life that we are not in integrity with, that's going to be where we're either not communicating something that needs to be communicated, we're not taking action that needs addressing, or our environment is a mess and doesn't reflect back to us the beauty that you are. You're going to start to lose vitality. Think of all of these little things as little pinpricks in a boat. The more little pinpricks there are, the more of your vitality leaks out. You see, this even applies to your physical body. It especially applies to your physical body, because in your body, imagine for a moment, if you close your eyes, imagine there are of varying dimensions or varying diameters, all different tubes of light, okay, or rivers of light running through you. Now, just like if you go to a creek, you know how the water at the creek is either flowing really smoothly or it's stopped up in places. Why is it stopped up? Because sticks and logs are there, or leafy stuff. Well, the more we get our life in the material world in order, the more sticks we pull out of the creek, these energy channels in our body, these rivers of light, can flow open, clear, and strong. That is your vitality. That is your energy. That is your enthusiasm. You've plugged up the little holes in the boat. All these little things add up. People don't realize how one little thing and then another little thing and another thing. It's that stuff that's going on in your mind that you're like, I know I should do that, but blah, 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 right? So there's a way through all of this. This is what I love helping people navigate one-on-one, in groups. It's my thrill. What I bring to you is over 30 years of my own personal growth and exploration with some of the world's best guides. Why? Because I wanted to love my life. That has been my primary gauge throughout my life. Do I love my life now? And now? And now? And sometimes I'll spend weeks in, I don't love my life, and I'm scared to take the action. However, I stay close to the question, okay? Remember, getting your life clear in the material gives you uninterrupted access to yourself as a spiritual being. We cannot have an uninterrupted, sustained experience of ourselves as spiritual beings, having a human experience here in Earth School, if our life is messy, or if we're doing things that we're avoiding. We have 9 saboteurs in us. We have an avoider, we have a controller, we have a stickler, we have a pleaser, we have a overdoer, right? I know I'm forgetting some, but these saboteurs all come in because when we have stress, tension, anxiousness, those are our go-tos because they've helped us survive, or so we thought, all along the way. And then we have a judge. It's untrue if you think you're not judgmental. Everyone judges. And I want to define judging in the most simple way possible, because then you'll be able to see, oh, okay, that's what judging is. Judging doesn't always mean we stand back and condemn someone, though sometimes we do, right? You probably can find maybe where that could be true for you even right now. But think of judging as this. It's anywhere that we have criticisms and complaints about ourselves, others, or circumstances as they're unfolding. It could be something like, my arms are jiggly, right? That's a judgment. We're so used to those complaints and criticisms of ourselves or others. Judging others is, oh, they shouldn't do that. If they only did XYZ, they'd be blah, blah, blah. So that's what judging others is. And judging the world is where we experience a resistance to what's happening. I don't like it. I don't want this. No. Releasing the judgments of what is means relaxing and surrendering into the acceptance of what is. It does not mean we don't take action. It does not mean we lay down and be a doormat. Sometimes some fierce grace sweeps in once we have accepted and stopped judging what is. All right? So these are all some of the facets and dimensions that move us either away from our yes, I love my life, or they move us closer to I love my life. So I leave you with that for now. Please feel free to go on the website at inspiredliving.us if you'd like to explore any of our free offerings. I have a daily uplifting contemplation and meditation that you get as a text. They're super sweet and they're really impactful, and they're a sneak peek to the book that I'm writing. Okay, that has all of these in it, so you'd be the first ones to get them. And there's some other free offerings on our page that aren't free, and then there's more. Okay, just go check it out. And in the meantime, I want to leave you with this. Lean in today to the aspect of your life that you could say, yes, this aspect I love. I invite you to saturate yourself. And I really love this, whatever it is, because what we love is so personal and so unique and so specific to each one of us. That's the beauty of embodied living, is that our joys, our passions, our enthusiasms are so unique and so specific to each of us. So go there today. And when you fill your cup with what aspect of your life today you love, it will uplift you. And upliftment is one of the most contagious gifts you can give others. So go be infectious today. Go be the most contagious agent in the room, secretly and silently. Nourish yourself with what you love so you feel good. You feel your vitality. And then you secretly pass that out through your warm eyes, your kind smile, and just through your energy and presence, okay? That alone is the greatest gift and the most contagious agent in any environment, okay? So go uplift secretly and silently everybody that you encounter today, because you first and foremost have nourished yourself. With all my heart, I love you, and I'm going to stand for you loving your life.